Well, good morning. Had our first snow of the year last night. And it's not real bad right now out. It's probably in the mid-30s or something like that. It's going to melt. It's supposed to rain later today. It's snowing a little tiny bit right now, but it's going to melt this off. But a reminder that winter is here, and I need to get some work done. I don't have the snow shovels here. We keep them at the office in town, and so I have to get some things done. I have to get the plow truck ready, finish moving the firewood around and things, getting it ready for winter. So just a beautiful back in here with the snow on the trees. I always love to see that. The balsam fir trees and the spruce trees that we have here on the property. Also have some cedars and a few hemlock trees here and there. A couple, not that many. But what's the purpose of the video here? I want to recommend a book to my viewers out there. I just finished it last night. Finally got through it. And the book is right here. A History of Central Banking and the Enslavement of Mankind. Doesn't say the H word, the human thing. I hate that word. Stephen Mitford Goodson. Just an amazing book. A very good book. And he doesn't, get politically correct or whatever else. He uses, the biblical term of, mankind. And so I always appreciate that. That's the Bible word. You won't see the word human in the King James Bible. I don't like that word, but I already said that. But just amazing thing that I'm learning as I study economics, real true economics, not the stuff that they teach you in school. I was taught that stuff, that nobody really knew why the Great Depression happened, just it kind of happened, and it was a few people made a few mistakes, and it happened that way. No, it was planned. It was done on purpose. The bankers, many of whom are Jewish, and he plainly says that in the book. It's not anti-Semitic or whatever else. It's just a fact of history. And a lot of the bankers are Jewish. And these bankers have created financial collapses many times down through the years. And they do it in order to centralize power. See, what they don't want is they don't want people to print money and then not have any usury. So you have state banks, government-controlled banks, that, like right now, if Trump wanted to be a really good guy, he's not, but if he really wanted to do some good things and go against the bankers, which he won't do, he could come out and he could issue government-issued currency without any interest on it. And what would happen is, because there's no usury, it would, you could just pay the money back and whatever. There's no interest on it. So I can't get into the whole thing here. I don't want to go into a big detail, and the book explains a lot better than I can. I'm still a preacher. I'm not an economist, but I find the whole thing very interesting. But they've created suffering so many times down through the centuries with this very wicked usury-based system. And that's why a lot of these Jews, like the Rothschilds and things, that are into this banking system, that do a lot of this scheming, that's why their damnation is just. According to the King James Bible, they are going to end up in hell for what they have done. And that's why, as a Christian, I am glad for the reality of hell, because there's justice. I would be very vexed if there was no justice for these people, if they just get away with all the scheming and all the misery and death that they've caused, all the wars that they've started. Just absolutely terrible what these people have done. And they will answer to God for it. And I'm thankful for that. If you're an atheist out there, or somebody that says, I don't really believe in hell, well, then you don't really understand reality. You don't understand the fact that there are a lot of people that deserve hell. They deserve eternal torment. You can't fathom that because you live in a little bubble world where you don't understand how wars are created, how horrible things like that are done to just cause untold misery and death and suffering, all because they want to centralize their power and they don't want people to come out and have money and freedom and whatever else. And you say, well, I don't know about all this stuff. Okay, then you don't really understand the message of the Bible either, because Jesus Christ warned the Jews of his day, and he said, I'm going to paraphrase here, but he basically said, you can either serve me or you can serve mammon. You'll either love God or you'll love mammon. Mammon being a type of money, like a god of money, so to speak. Love of money is the root of all evil, the Bible says. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. That's what these people have done. They've made a god out of money. It's a false idol. How sad. But if you want to understand things, this is actually, I wanted to read it first. This book here, I'll show it one more time. History of Central Banking. Okay. And the Enslavement of Mankind. And I read it first, and then I said when I'm done, I'm going to actually have my wife and my son, they're going to read it together as part of his homeschooling. So if you're a homeschooling parent out there, I would recommend the book. I can't say he's right in 100% of what he says, but the vast majority of the information is good and matches a lot of what I've researched. So, good book to have in your collection. Helps to explain some things, and it helps to explain the ultimate, which he doesn't get into in the book, but as a Christian, I know where this whole thing's going. I know what this whole financial scheming central banking thing, the Bank of International Settlements and the IMF, International Monetary Fund, all these different big globalist organizations, I know where it's leading. I know when I see Elon Musk and he's coming out in there, we're going to have this Department of Government expenditures or whatever else, and he's, people are saying it's kind of a conflict of interest, isn't it? I mean, here he is. He's regulated by certain things within the government, and now he's being put into a position where he can get rid of those regulations. The guy who's working on Neuralink, the guy who says that we need to have universal basic income, the guy who's very hardcore into cryptocurrencies and space travel. Oh, but you can trust him though, because he wears a dark MAGA hat. Oh, you mean the red, white, and black hats of the Satanists? Oh, I mean MAGA. Make America Gnostic again or something, or satanic again. Massa is what it should be. But these people are working together to create the mark of the beast, and people are cheering their own destruction. So, but that's going to be it for this video. Just wanted to do a quick one here before we head to the office. Kind of rough night of sleep last night, but it's just part of being a preacher. Oh well. But please do keep us in your prayers. We desperately need the prayers of God's people. And but that will be it. Like I said, if you want to pick up a copy of the book, go ahead. And it's a good one. Little chickadees up here in the tree above me. They're getting at our feeders here. But yeah, so that is going to be it. I have some big studies I need to do coming out in the future, and so should be some pretty good things coming out. So that will be it. Thank you for Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in upcoming videos.